Welcome back to Movie Insights. Today I will show you a zombie horror film from 2016 titled Train to Busan. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. A truck approaches a quarantine zone and is immediately met by personnel that disinfect the vehicle. The driver asks one of them what's going on and he replies that there was a minor leak in the biotech district, but that there should be no big problems. The driver continues, and when he tries to pick up his ringing phone he hits something on the road. He gets out of the truck, seeing it's a deer, but when he checks that his vehicle has not bumps, he leaves it on the road. The animal comes back to life. Sok-woo is at work, talking to a client on the phone and discussing the sale of certain stocks. He scrolls a news site with reports on the mysterious deaths of the fish in a reservoir when his assistant walks in. Sok-woo tells him to sell all the stocks from that company. Later, he parks his car and argues with his ex-wife on the phone about Suin, their daughter. The girl wants to visit her mom the next day for her birthday, but he doesn't want to let her go alone. He arrives home, where his mother opens the door for him. Walking into the girl's room, he finds her talking to her mom on the phone, saying that she can take the train alone. She hears him and hangs up. Sok-woo sits next to Suin and asks her to wait a week until he has less work so he can take her to Busan. He gives her the birthday present early. She opens it, but it turns out she already has that same thing that he got for her before. He asks her what else would she want, and she tells him that she wants to go see her mommy. Suin says that she'll go alone so that she doesn't waste his time. Sok-woo and his mom talk about the girl. She tells him to have a heart-to-heart with his wife when he does go to Busan. He tells her that it's a crucial period for him at work, but his mom says that it's a crucial period in Suwon's life too, then leaves him with a camera that has a recording of the girl's recital he didn't go to. Sok-woo watches the video and sees how much she is hurting, so he decides to take her there. In the car, he talks to Suin about the recital, trying to make a life lesson out of it, when he almost hits an ambulance on the road. They stop and watch an entire cordon drive by. Suddenly, the girl notices soot falling from the sky and a distant fire can be seen in the reflection of the car. At the station, the train to Busan is getting ready to depart. The conductor walks in his cabin and the attendants prepare as well. The coach of a baseball team tells everyone to sit down, but they see one of their cheerleaders walk in and cheer. And Gil offers Jong-gil a boiled egg, just as Sok-woo and his daughter board the train. He calls his work and tells them he'll be back before lunch. Before the train leaves, a hurt girl runs into the car. As it departs, Suin sees a man attack a station worker. The girl that entered the train has a bite mark on her leg. Yeon-suk tells one of the attendants that an odd man jumped the train and that he's been in the bathroom for a while. Suin is curious and goes to see what's happening. The man keeps saying that everyone is dead, but the attendant doesn't understand what he means and tries to convince him to get out of the bathroom. The bitten girl walks through the train and faints, but no one seems to notice her. Suin wants to go to the bathroom, but runs into Sang-hwa, who's guarding the door for his wife, and tells her to go to another one in the next car. The female attendant finds the bitten girl convulsing and immediately calls for medical assistance. Sok-woo is awoken by his phone when he notices that Suin is missing. His assistant tells him that something is happening nationwide. He hangs up and goes to look for the girl. The passengers on the car watch the chaos unraveling on the TV. The attendant keeps calling her chief and the bitten girl stands up, fully turned into a zombie. Her chief runs toward the car when she doesn't answer and Suin enters a toilet. The girl is on the attendant's back, biting her as they walk into a car, frightening the others. The baseball team gets attacked next and the attendant turns as well. All hell breaks loose. The chief attendant tells the passengers from the next car to run. Meanwhile, Sok-woo looks for his daughter, but before he can find her he notices something going on in the other car. Suin hears the screams too. People run past them both and the father watches the chief being attacked by the zombie attendant and the chief turns quickly. Suin appears behind her dad. He grabs her and runs as they are being chased by a mountain of zombies throughout the train. Sang-hwa tells his pregnant wife Sung-kyum to hurry when he notices something happening. A zombie bites into a woman in front of them and at the behest of Sung-kyum he tries to help, but gets attacked. Sok-woo runs into the next car, while Sang-hwa locks the zombie in the bathroom. He tells his wife to run, but soon the other zombies arrive. The rest are still watching it all unfold on TV as people from the other cars run inside. Sok-woo gets the door, closing it before Sung-kyum's face. Sang-hwa manages to fight off a zombie and they enter the car, closing the door before the things can come in. Sok-woo notices that the zombies don't know how to open the door and tells the man to let it go. He's also realized that they attacked when they saw them, so Sung-kyum covers the door, effectively pacifying the zombies. The conductor makes an announcement that they won't be stopping in the next town, so Yeon-suk talks to him on an intercom asking him if he even knows what's happening in the train. He says that the order came from the control center. Sok-woo gets a call from his mom because she's worried for them. She tells him to take care of his daughter. The woman turns while on the phone with him. Sok-woo realizes what has happened, but doesn't tell Suin. The train slows down and people from the station they're passing begin to bang on the windows, begging for help, while zombies attack and eat them. In a public announcement, a government official informs the citizens that violent riots have broken out in several major cities, resulting in many deaths. The government has closed down many major districts. The people on the train check social media and see videos of people being attacked. The announcement continues informing the citizens that a state of emergency has been declared. The official states that the citizens shouldn't trust fake news, to stay calm and at home. He assures the people that their safety isn't in danger as cities burn. The people in the train have cordoned off the door and are moving in the opposite direction. Suan tells her dad that her mom's phone isn't working, so he sits her down while he tries calling. In-gil makes Jong-gil take the seat next to them, so the girl gives In-gil her own seat. Sang-hwa sees the father and kid approach and he's still angry that he shut the doors in their face earlier. Sok-woo scolds the girl for being selfless, telling her that she needs to take care of herself first in situations like these. Another announcement from the conductor informs them that they will be stopping at a station where the military has been deployed to secure their train. Sok-woo overhears Yeon-suk asking someone on the phone which cities can be entered, and it seems that the one they will be stopping at isn't on the list. He tells his daughter to stay where she is and goes to the other car to make a call. Sang-hwa asks the girl about her father, and when she tells him that he's a fund manager, he comments that it means that he's a bloodsucker. The kid agrees and his wife tries to lighten the mood by giving her some candy. Then she tells her to say hi to her baby and touch the belly. Suan feels a kick. Sok-woo calls a client that he thinks can help. He asks him about the city that they'll stop at, and the man tells Sok-woo that once they arrive they'll be quarantined. When Sok-woo tells him that his daughter is with him and he'll do him a favor if he helps them, the man says not to go to the main square, but to the east one. He'll let his men know. Sok-woo sees the homeless man in the car. Later, the train arrives to the city where the military should be waiting, but no one is there. Yeon-suk pushes his way out first and all the others follow, including Sok-woo and his girl. The remaining kids from the baseball team walk out of the train with baseball bats. One of the attendants takes the conductor to see the zombie car, when Yeon-suk meets them and tells them that Busan is one of the only cities left open. He tells the conductor to uncouple the zombie car, but it can't be done. The conductor agrees that they should go to Busan directly, but wants to bring back the passengers to the train first. Meanwhile, the passengers are walking into the empty station. Sok-woo enters a cordon area with Suan, so they can go to the East Square. The homeless man follows them because he heard his call and wants to come with him. Suan wants to tell the others and gets sad because her father doesn't let her do it. As the rest of the passengers go down the escalator, Sang-hwa notices something strange about the station. Simultaneously, a man appears at the end of the hallway where Sok-woo and Suan are standing, so the homeless man runs after him. Sok-woo tells Suan to stay there and goes after them too. When the passengers arrive at the bottom of the escalator, the military is revealed to be fully turned into zombies. The horde attacks the passengers. Sang-hwa sees it happening in time and gets his wife on the stairs so they can escape. Sok-woo gets a call from his client saying that he can't reach his men, when a zombie appears behind the officer in the hallway and attacks him. The homeless man slips as more zombies appear and eat the officer. Sok-woo runs back to Suan, who almost gets eaten, but Sang-hwa saves her. Sun-kyung gets her and they run away together. The baseball team waits for them at the door, and once they come in they close it. Sok-woo struggles to get a zombie off of him, when the homeless man helps him and runs toward the door. Sang-hwa sees him and opens it, then keeps it open for Sok-woo. They all push the door closed together, trying to lock it. Sun-kyung is almost at the train when she sees that some of the passengers are being decimated by the train horde. They still run down the stairs and passengers enter the train from the other side. Suddenly, the station horde breaks through the windows, falling onto the train. One zombie falls over Jong-gil, but fortunately it's too broken up to get to her. Sun-kyung and Suan take the other sister in the opposite direction, while the zombie chasses after them. Jong-gil is saved by an attendant and the cheerleader. They get into the train, just in the nick of time. The other sister, the girl and pregnant woman get into another car and let the homeless man inside before the zombies get to him. The zombies surround the train, so Yeon-suk tells the attendant that they have to go if they are to survive. The cheerleader says they can't because her friends are still out there, but the attendant calls the conductor and tells him to depart. Meanwhile, Sang-hwa finally locks the door. Suddenly, the horde breaks through the glass as the men are running away. They see that the train is moving in a hurry, but when they get to the base of the stairs, two of the baseball players are picked off by the zombies. The last one freezes, but Sok-woo gets him up and running, then inside the train in no time. Sang-hwa lags behind and Sok-woo extends his hand to him, but the man picks up a baton and shield, saving him from incoming zombies instead. He eventually gets inside the train too. Meanwhile, the conductor calls the control center and asks if there's an open path to Busan. He's advised to continue there, but he asks to be informed when contact has been made with the station. Sun-kyung and the others are caught between two zombie cars. She sees an open toilet and signals the others to join. Everyone gets inside, and when Sung Kyung steps in, a zombie attacks her. They barely hold off the door when the other zombies follow. Inside the other part of the train, some of the people are covering the glass doors when the conductor makes an announcement that they will be headed straight to Busan. The cheerleader gets a call from the last baseball player, and he says he's sorry because no one else survived. Simultaneously, Sakwa is trying to reach his daughter when suddenly he hears Sang-hwa talking to her on his phone. She tells him that they're trapped in a toilet in car 13. The baseball player tells them that the rest are in car 15. The men prepare to rescue the others. Sang-hwa plans out their strategy, putting himself up front, the boy in the middle and Sakwa in the back. They'll wait till they pass the tunnel. The zombies spot them immediately, and the three of them go in fighting. Sang-hwa begins killing zombies with his bare hands, and Sakwa helps him from his flank. The boy uses his bat as a weapon, and they fight as an unstoppable team. The next car is full of zombie baseball players, and the boy freezes up. Sang-hwa pushes him away and fights the zombies. Sakwa finds one of their bats and tries to fight them off. The two of them are deadlocked with the baseball zombies, and the boy can't do anything. Suddenly, they pass through another tunnel, and the zombies begin acting strangely. Sakwa makes a noise with the bat, which the zombies follow, and they are able to escape. The train passes the tunnel, and the moment they go through the doors, and the zombies attack again. They rest between cars when Sakwa gets an idea to use their phones as decoys once the train goes through a tunnel. They enter the car in the darkness when the zombies can't see them, and Sakwa throws Sang-hwa's phone in the back of the car. He calls it, and the zombies flock to it, so they escape without fighting. They reach the toilet, and everyone is happy to see each other. The baseball player finds another toilet, and when they pass the tunnel, he gets the others inside. Sakwa has figured out how long they have to the next tunnel, and the boy texts his girl in car 15. The cheerleader is happy that he'll be arriving at their car alive, so she shares it with the others. Yeon-suk naturally doesn't like the fact that they're coming, since they might be infected. The rest of the people seem to agree with him. She begs the attendant to help her make the others understand, but he agrees with Yeon-suk as well. Once the train reaches a tunnel, everyone gets out of the toilets, but now they'll have to figure out how to get past the zombies. Everyone crawls through the luggage racks. Sakwa diverts the attention of the zombies, and they get down in the car. Then move in the next car. The homeless man falls over, and Sakwa goes to help him. They both get stranded in the car when the train passes the tunnel. Sakwa counts down until they run, but the homeless man steps on a soda can and attracts the zombies. They still get through the door, but Sang-hwa ends up holding it because a zombie gets lodged in it. The baseball player calls to his girl in the other car because that door is locked. The people from car 15 have sealed the door from their side and keep the girl from telling them that. Sakwa goes over to help Sang-hwa as the boy tries to smash the other door. Suddenly, a zombie bites Sang-hwa. They finally smash the door to the other car, and the baseball player tries to come in, but Yeon-suk holds the door. As the other men try to help him, Jong-gil and the cheerleader fight them from the inside. Sung-kyung begins walking to her husband, but he tells her to stay away, then tells Sakwa to take her and leave because he's getting tired. Sang-hwa asks him to take care of her, and Sakwa says he's sorry. Suddenly, the door breaks apart and the two have to go. Sang-hwa doesn't go down without a fight and keeps the zombies at bay. The others open the door and come inside. Sakwa grabs his daughter and Sung-kyung, but doesn't get to Eun-gil in time. He closes the door and immediately attacks Yeon-suk, calling him a bastard. Yeon-suk says that Sakwa was infected, and the attendant tells them to move in the vestibule. The passengers from car 15 all tell them to get out. The homeless man goes first. The cheerleader doesn't want to stay with him, so she goes with the baseball player. Sung-kyung tells Suin that they should go too, and Sakwa follows. The others seal them inside the vestibule. Jong-gil sees her zombie sister on the other side of the door and opens it before anyone can stop her. The passengers from car 15 get stormed by the zombies. Meanwhile, the conductor calls in to ask about the situation in Busan. He doesn't get an answer, but sees fires burning in the city. Sakwa finally talks to his daughter. He says that he'll take her to her mom for her birthday. Later, Sakwa gets a call from his assistant, who tells him that Busan has the best defense of all the cities. He also tells him that the virus started in one of their companies. The train breaks suddenly because there's a blockade. The conductor makes an announcement that he'll find another train to get the remaining people to Busan. Yeon-suk and the attendant have survived the zombie attack. The conductor checks the first train he sees, but since it's filled with zombies, he goes to find another one. Sakwa tells the rest that they have to move and find a way to Busan. Meanwhile, the conductor keeps looking for another train. He finds an empty one and moves it. Yeon-suk and the attendant are stuck in the toilet. He tells the attendant to go first and pushes him into the zombies to escape. Meanwhile, a burning car hurls into the trains where the survivors are and separates them. The baseball player gets the cheerleader in a train, and while he tries to break open the door, Yeon-suk enters, sacrificing the girl and leaving the baseball player to fight off the zombie. He escapes and the boy gets rid of the zombie. The girl begins to turn in his arms and then bites him. Meanwhile, Suin wakes Sakwu. The two of them, Song Kyung and the homeless man, are trapped under a zombie car. Yeon-suk runs toward the moving train, and when the conductor tries to help him, he leaves him behind too. The train car keeps collapsing, but Sakwu finds a way out. As he turns to pull the others out, the gap caves in. The zombies break through the windows of the train car and the homeless man tries to stop them from getting to the girls. Sakwu opens up the gap again and the two of them get out, leaving the man behind. Song Kyung, Sakwu and the kid run away from the horde and after the moving train car. All the zombies from the station run toward the car, piling on top of each other. They all get on the train, but so do the zombies. They're holding tight to it and Sakwu tries to get them off, succeeding eventually. The three of them look for the conductor, but find a half-turned Yeon-suk in the cabin instead. He manages to open the door. Sakwu tells him that he's infected and when the turn is complete, he begins to attack them. Sakwu fights him and Song Kyung gets him off his back. The man grabs Yeon-suk and he bites him. Sakwu chains himself on the train, then flings the man off. He realizes that he's bitten, so before he turns he gets both of them inside the cabin and tells them where the brakes must be. Sakwu tells Suin to stay with Song Kyung and get to Busan where it's safe. She can't let him go, but he releases himself from the girl's grip before he can turn and exits the cabin, leaving her behind crying and screaming after him. As he begins to turn into a zombie, he remembers the day that Suin was born, then jumps off the train car. Song Kyung and Suin have to stop and leave the train because there's a blockade on the tracks. They continue on foot through the rubble and the bodies. The two enter a dark tunnel. The military is on the other side. A sniper has them in aim, but he can't tell if they're infected. An order comes to kill them, when suddenly Suin starts singing her recital song. The soldiers make the call that survivors are approaching.